Creative Commons pode ajudar na educação pública?
Yeah, that's a great question. So, education every year spends an enormous amount of money buying published works that are slow to change and are outdated and often inapplicable to the particular culture or the particular context in which they're being developed. So what Creative Commons has been encouraging is an open education model, which would make it easier for materials to be translated or adapted freely into particular jurisdictions and then published locally so that local publishers can earn the revenues necessary to produce these books. So, for example, rather than taking a whole bunch of American textbooks about American history and shipping them to Africa or shipping them to Brazil for free, much better to take those textbooks and make them available freely for teachers in Africa or teachers in Europe or teachers in Brazil to translate and to adapt and to incorporate into their own materials trying to understand world history or American history, and then publish those locally for their students. And we think that that alternative will not only lower the cost of education, because it will be cheaper to make works available, but actually make education more relevant. You know, if you took a class and you gave them access to an American history book, and you said to them, make 10 videos that translate and tell the story of American history from the perspective of a Brazilian, those kids would much more effectively understand and critique and learn something about American history than if you translated that and just told them to read that book. So we want to make these materials available to be used and to be remixed and built upon, because that's how we think people learn. Not by sitting and reading and being told what to learn, but by building and mixing and sharing what they create. To this is to begin to require copyright owners to take steps to maintain the integrity of their copyright, to register their copyright. And Brazil is the only country right now that is considering a change in its law that would actually encourage copyright owners to do that. It's one of the most important progressive steps that I think the Brazilian government is considering. So if we did that, if copyright owners had to take